So this is publication efforts. So scientific publication is a team effort. So this is publication process. Here you are submitting your paper to the journal office. The journal office may consist of a team of people. Okay, EIC, editor in chief, associate editor, and reviewers. Reviewer will be giving the feedback on your article. If feedback are okay and acceptable, journal will publish your article on the journal, and that is available to the readers. Okay, now that paper is in the public domain. Okay, readers can read that particular paper, and feedback, they can give feedback also. What editors they are looking for? They are looking for the content. They are looking for the clarity of the content. They are looking for valid methods, whether author has used valid method or not, and they'll be looking for whether it is an extension of previously published paper or not. They will be also looking for recent reference. Have compared your work with the recently published paper in that particular domain or not. They will be also looking for the examples, the tables that you have drawn in your paper. So next point is authorship. Who is author and who is not author? Okay. So for being author, there should be a significant contribution either in concept development or the execution of the study or the analysis or the interpretation of the data, or at least in writing of the manuscript. Okay, who is not an author? Contribution in only following is not enough to be author. Editing the paper, no, he cannot be author. Providing the funding, okay, funding agencies there. You can mention the funding agencies separately on the first page of your article or in the acknowledgement section, no issue. Okay, but see that if particular scientist from that funding agency is helping you as you are one of the co-guide, then you can include him as an author. Okay, lab technicians, because they are helping you, you can include their names in the acknowledgement section. Who is corresponding author? What is this terminology, corresponding author? The corresponding author is the one who take the primary responsibility of communicating with the journal during the manuscript submission and the entire process. See, there might be possibility that you are having 4-5 authors. The researcher, they are working in a group. Okay, they are having their own guide from the college, and they also have a co-guide from a company, from the industry. Then this may be possible that there are 4-5 authors, and out of that, one author is taking the responsibility of communicating with the journal. Then he will be the corresponding author. How to select a journal? Is your work is appropriate? If not, manuscript will be immediately rejected by the editor. Okay, without sending it to the reviewers. Okay, but the best way is that look at the aims and the scope of that particular journal where you want to publish. Okay, for every journal you are having that aim and scope tab available on that journal website. So here I am having one example. This is the journal. Okay, accepting the articles in the engine domain, civil, computer, mechanical, entire engine domain. If you are submitting the article from art or commerce background or human right background paper, okay, it may not be accepted. It will not be accepted in such kind of journals. Okay, you may have theme specific journal. Okay, you may have specific journal. Okay, the entire journal is focusing on only one part, electrical journal. The entire journal is focusing on only biomedical engineering. Okay, you may have one separate journal on each one of them. Okay, so it's better to read the aim and the scope of that particular journal before you submit the paper. Okay, think journal will not accept the article which is out of the scope of their theme. What you refer, where your role models where your role model have published, and check your own references. See, you have written a paper, you are having 35 references. The very first thing is that before asking the question where to publish, very first thing is that check your own reference list. Okay, and try to interpret that where these references are published. Okay, these are your primary source. You can approach this journal because your research is relevant to these references. Okay, such kind of websites, tools, they are available nowadays. For Elsewhere, they are having journal finder. Okay, for Springer, they are also having their own journal suggester. Okay, here you can write the title of your paper and the abstract of your paper, and then they will suggest which particular journal out of their many journal. They are having hundreds of journal, they are having more than 500 journals. Okay, which particular journal is matching the best for your abstract and the title, so they will be giving suggestions. Similar for Similarly for IEEE, they will be giving the suggestion. The fact is that Elsewhere and Springer, they will be suggesting their own journal. The journals which are published under the domain of Elsewhere, they will be giving here journal finder. The journal finder will be giving the list of these journal. This particular website, Springer, they will be giving the list of the journal published by only Springer. But this particular website will give a coverage of all the publisher. Okay, ISSN DY number, check for ISSN number, check for DY number, check for impact factor, whether your journal is having ISSN number, whether your journal is having DOI, digital object identifier number, or impact factor or not. Before you begin writing, read the author's guideline completely. And many a times the question is very simple. See, author guidelines, they are usually of 30 or 35 printed pages. Okay, and many a time question is very simple. Whether writing a table, okay, TAB, how to write T small A and B, or T capital A and B, or you have to write completely. So that is a simple question. How to get it done? Very simple. Just to look at the recently published issue. So you are writing paper right now, just check the papers published in that journal in which you want to publish. Okay, check the issue of May and see how that particular figure or table is written. Okay, so that is a sure way to get everything correct. Okay, use templates. Many of the journals, they are giving the templates. Use this kind of templates. These templates, they are freely available on that respective journal website. Publication charges, read the author's guide completely. Okay, you may have fee or you may have charges. Open access publication, that is also possible. Some of the journals, they are charging the fees for color figure. Okay, there are advantages of open access journals. You'll be getting more and more citation, and the thing is that not all the time open access journals are paid. Okay, these are the indexing agencies. The indexing is required to place the journal along with its prestige. So prestige of the journal is associated with the indexing. So you are having this indexing: SCI, Scopus, PubMed, DBLP. Okay, So as an SCI list, indexing list of the journal can be checked at respective websites. So that is a website for SCI and that is a website for Scoopers. Basically, what is this indexing agencies? Like our academics, we are having NBA and NAC, a kind of accreditation. So similarly, they are also having the journals, the publishers. They are also having their own indexing agency, a kind of accreditation. And the accreditation, the indexing is based upon the peer review, the quality of the review, the quality of the paper, the journal policy, who are the editors of that particular journal, and in number of different things. So UGC has also come up with their own list, and that is available on the UGC website. Okay, I will suggest all the time, either you are searching on Scoopers, either you are searching on sciclarivate.com or you are searching on UGC website, use only ISSN number, because ISSN number is a unique number. Don't try to search with the name of the journal. There might be possibility that with the same title you will be finding 4 5 different journals. Okay, so search with ISSN number, and UGC has clarified with this particular notification, 1 year completed, it is clarified that only the number of publication is not important. Okay, so quality is also important. Impact factor, so n number of impact factors they are available in the market. Each journal may have their own impact factor analysis. Okay, these are the routine impact factor, but out of that Thomson impact factor is being used by standard publisher like IEEE, Springer, Elsewhere, Wiley, TNF, and all other reputed publisher. How it is been calculated? It is been calculated the this particular formula to 2015 sites to the article in previous year, and the number of article published in 2013-14. So it is a ratio of the two. So sites, 2015 sites to the article published in 2013 and 14, and the number of article published 13 and 14. Okay, so it's a ratio. So again, it is mentioned sometimes peer review. So what is peer review? Peer review is a process, a review process by the scientist for the scientist. And there are types: single blind, double blind, triple blind, and open review. What do you mean by single blind? Reviewer knows the author, but author don't know the reviewer. Double blind, both don't know each other. Triple blind, even editor, the associate editor don't know about the authors. Okay, only the journal office, the non technical person, they'll be knowing. Okay, article number 100 is of Dr. Bairagi, and it is given with some editor. Okay, open review, everybody knows each other, both know each other. Okay, so I know I'm reviewing the paper of XYZ, and XYZ also knows Dr. Bairagi is reviewing my paper. How the review process works: the EIC get the paper. After it goes to the content matching. Yes, they are having the plagiarism check, and then it will be given to associate editor. Associate editor will be assigning that paper to 4 5 reviewers, and then based upon the reviewers remark, the EIC will be taking the decision: accept or revise, resubmit with some correction, major or minor, or reject. Again, reject, you are having types: submit it again as a new manuscript, or don't submit it again. Okay, that we have seen. So while doing the revision of your paper, address each and every comment given by the reviewer. Okay, this is the comment. First, write down whether you are agreeing with that comment or not. Yes, agreeing, and so necessaries are being made in so and so section. If you don't agree, you can write no, I don't agree with this particular suggestion, and because of this reason, and you can have a detailed elaboration of your justification. If rejected, don't worry, submit to lower impact journal. Okay, nowadays journals, they are having their own service of transfer desk service. It is an alternative to the outright rejection for the papers that are rejected only because. Okay, So if you are selected to another journal and your paper is not in the scope of that particular journal, then the publisher will automate transfer your article to the next their own journal matching with